Hey, coach.
What's up, Aaron?
What's going on?
You're wearing a Warriors jersey. What is
I
that?
got my Steph Curry jersey on.
Right on, right on. A couple things I wanted to go over with you is the bet tracker. So yeah, I kind of put it towards what it looks like, overall so far. So that way we could look at the numbers overall.
Okay.
And solid. I know last month really boosted you. I mean, you almost had 30 units last month, so that really took you up
Yeah.
over. But you're pretty much like right on track for like the 60 units in 6 months. So it's like you're pretty much right there. It's like if you get 6 units this out of this month, you'll be there. So I mean, it looks great, like I said, and I see that you've like moved your unit size up now, even higher. So now you're
Yeah.
at what, 250?
Yeah.
So you're at 250. Yeah, you started all the way from what was it? Was it 45 that
50.
we started at? 50?
50. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Well,
You
because
started.
I pretty much almost doubled my income from just last month. Like putting that towards my total. It's almost doubled what my bankroll is now. Um
Mhm.
so yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm doing like roughly what I'm doing is 2.5%. I was gonna stay at 2%. That's what I was at last month, but I had such a great month last
Mhm.
month that I was like, well, I'll go up a little bit more, like aggressiveness. Not a whole lot, but still
Yeah, I
fifty
mean, you
dollars.
just want to realize too that like having such a great month that it's going to even itself out too. So you want to be careful there. You don't want to be
Yeah,
doing more because it could regress a little bit, and then if you're betting more, then it's going to hurt you more than it does. Like then it benefits you. So, but overall, I mean, like I said, overall you've been great. In all aspects and been solid. The way you've been tracking everything has been perfect. I mean, you pretty much update it almost every single day, right? You do it
yeah.
daily. So, um, another couple questions like I want to ask kind of is like a review of the program over with you. Like, first off, where did you start? Where were you at like before you found us? Like, what were you doing pretty much before you joined the program?
I wasn't really doing much of anything. I was kind of just doing my own thing. Wasn't even really aggressively taking my betting seriously. I was just kind of going through, uh, you know, just what I thought was a good bet or something, and then just placing. I didn't really have a system
Hmm.
in place. I just kind of, would be betting or whatever.
I see. Yeah, and then once you came on, was it what you were looking for pretty much though? Is like you were looking for the strategy and everything,
Yeah,
teach you exactly how to do it.
yeah, exactly. I never really thought, your kind of system was even out there, honestly. To even have stumbled across you on YouTube or Facebook or whatever it was when I noticed you guys and I started watching your videos, it was life changing because I was like, oh, really? People have a system for how they're placing bets. So for me, I didn't really have anything going on. So yeah, of course, when I signed up with you guys and I started seeing that things were working out and that it was better than any kind of system that I had. So
Mhm.
definitely definitely what I was looking for. So
Nice. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it was a little rocky in the beginning. I remember it got
yeah,
out to a little rockiness, but then it started progressing and it looked good. Like you had 1 month, you reached that 10 units, and the next, boom, 20 something. Then who knows from now on how you're gonna keep doing every single month. So
well,
it's definitely
I hope.
solid. Like I said, you don't need to. You're on pace right now. 54 units. You're on pace to. All you need is 6 units. If you get 6 units out of this month, you're on pace already for the first 6 months at 60 units on the pace for the 120. So, that's all you got to be worried about. All you need is squeeze six. You can squeeze six out of this month, you're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
So,
when I did my overview, like when I put all the months together and I seen what the unit was at, and then I looked
yeah.
at your bet tracker, I was like, man, I'm catching up to him, like, because and that was the goal, to try to get back in the game with what you guys were at, because I know you guys were ahead of schedule the first 5 months of the, or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now
four
you're
or five
catching
months
up.
of the year.
Now
Yeah,
you're catching up to us. So
yeah, and
you
that
you
was the
almost
goal,
got us. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the goal to try to get. That's why I didn't back off last month. I could have played it conservative. I was up 10 units in the first 10 days of the month.
But
Yeah,
like I
it
said,
took.
that's why I try to teach you guys that like your guys' decision to make. Like, I don't want to be the one to tell you, like, you hit 10 units and I'm like, all right, shut it down. Like, I want you guys to be able to make that decision on your own and be like, well, I'm comfortable with the 10. I can shut it down. Or, you know what, I want to press it a little bit. Let me see if I can get some more out of it, squeeze some more out of this month. Because, yeah, I mean, in the first week of a month that you hit 10 units, it's going to be kind of hard to shut it down for 3 more weeks and not do anything.
Yeah, and go on vacation for 3 weeks maybe, but
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of tough to go 3 weeks.
yeah,
But
not gonna happen
yeah, I mean, that worked out well though. That definitely worked out well. And
for sure.
yeah, so another thing that I wanted to ask too is, like, let's say somebody else was watching this and they were like on the fence of joining and signing up. What would you tell them? Like, what would your advice be to them?
That it works, man. I can attest to that. I think a lot of people have, because I really didn't have any kind of system, anything coming into this, and once I started watching your videos, and then once I got into the program, um, you know, obviously I could start seeing results right away. You're gonna, I would tell somebody, you're gonna go through some ups and downs. That's normal in betting and stuff. So you're gonna have some waves. You just have to ride them out. But overall, I think it's a great system, and I would definitely encourage somebody who's looking for uh, something that they want to improve their betting, their bankroll, all that. I would say definitely join the program.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's for. And I mean, you know, on that subject, when was like the point when you were like, all right, this works? Because I know from the in the beginning it was a little rocky. So like, when were you like, all right, you know what, I'll stick to it and really listen and just follow it?
Yeah, I think things changed for me probably after March ended and April began, because I was I was just coming off a losing month in March, and then I hit baseball got here in April, and then we started, you know hockey and basketball started winding down, and I think once I got that 10 unit, you know once I hit that 10 unit in April, then I kind of was like, okay, now I think I can do this, because like you um you just need some confidence. You need something to build on, and I think April really started to turn that momentum. I think because then obviously in May I really crushed it in May, but um,
Hmm.
yeah, I definitely the beginning of April, with the way that went, I would say April for sure was the turning point for me, because I started out in January,
Hmm.
and I had a 18 unit month, but like I said, I had a nice
Yeah,
win.
the free bet. Yeah, that one
Yeah,
free
that
bet.
that nice
Hmm.
free bet, and that definitely helped to keep my units up there. But if it wasn't for that, I would have been at like 7 units or something like that for the month. So it wasn't terrible, but
Hmm.
not where you guys were at. I think you had like 20 something in January, so, or close
Yeah,
to it.
I was like 21 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So um, I was kind of beating myself up because of that. I was like, I didn't make
No,
it
I
to.
remember I had to keep pushing you through it.
Yeah, I was like, I
We were
can't.
jumping on. I knew you're feeling down, and I was like, what's good though is that you experience that. I mean, that's a good experience how that feels, because now you see the opposite side of when it's like a great month, and you're like, wow, that feels fantastic. Like, you
Yeah,
got to see both ends already of how to feel. Like, some people don't experience that right off the bat because they start winning. Let's say you start winning 10 units right off, 20 units right off the bat. You think all of a sudden you're never going to lose, and then when that month comes and it's like a down month, people don't know how to react to it. Like, you've already experienced it, so you already know. So
yeah,
you already know the spectrum of how it goes, of being down and being up, of the feelings of both.
yeah. And you just hope that you can finish somewhere in between that. You don't want to be so super high on every month, and then you get so hard on yourself when you have a losing month. So, because it's such a
Hmm.
emotional swing, all the time in betting. So I think having that 10 unit, where you're like, oh, well, I've had better months, but then I had worse months. So like, being somewhere in between there is probably, more where your average is going to be at, or more where you're going to be at
Yeah.
most months. So I think that's more of realistic goal to be at. I know I'm not going to do 27 units again this month, but it's a great goal to try to push for again in the future. But it's just not going to happen every single month from here on out because baseball's here. It just doesn't work that way. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, one sport is very tough to do that in one sport. But
yeah,
multiple sports going, you can hit back-to-back months in that. So, like I
yeah,
said,
like
right now, I mean, right now you're in a great pace because, like I said, you only got to squeeze 6 out of this month. If you can squeeze 6, then you're on pace. Then it sets you up for about a month or two next, and then we got pretty much football going to be starting and everything, and then NBA starts in October again and goes over again. Then everything starts going again, and then, like I said, like October, November, December, major time because that's when everything is going on. That's when a lot of stuff is going on at once and it gets hectic. But you can make the 27, 30 unit months. Those are where you make it at. So it's
have you
definitely
have you
possible
had
there.
that? Have you had
Yeah.
that in November or October area?
Yeah, I've had like a back to back, like 30 and like a 40. I've had like a 30 and a 40 unit month. Yeah, back to back. So
Wow.
yeah, it definitely can happen. Like I said, because you have a lot of plays going on, so it starts really racking up, and you have like real big days. So yeah, it
Well,
definitely happens. Cool. Well then, all right, Aaron. Well, reach out to me if you got anything, obviously, that you want to talk
yeah,
about. And
but
yeah,
yeah, I'll definitely keep in contact with you guys this month coming up. So,
cool. Right on.
alrighty,
All right, Jim. I'll talk to you later then.
all right, Frank, take
All
care. Have
right.
a nice weekend.
All right. You too.
Thank you.
All right. Later.